Miso caramel, Millionaire shortbread bars are a fun combination with the fermented bean flavor just subtly in the background, adding that salty umami-ness to the caramel that works so well. These are a gem.
Shortbread land ho! Into your food processor, flour, sugar, Bolivian pink salt, and butter to complete the quadrifecta. Is that a word? We'll go with quadfecta. That makes more sense. Like trifecta, but with 4. Blitz those guys up just enough to where they're starting to come together. Grab your brand new pan that was supposed to be an 8x8, but somehow you got the wrong size. Crumple up some parchment paper. This technique works great just to get into all the corners. It's not the prettiest, but it's seriously the easiest. Thank you, Adam Ragusia, for enlightening me to it. Hey, we're the same age. I just learned that when I was checking how to pronounce your name. Spread evenly in the pan and begin to tamp down with whatever comes easiest to hand. I'm using an espresso tamp, but you can use a cup or a bowl or anything that's flat, really. Just trying to make a flat layer. Bang that into the oven, 350, 20 minutes or so until golden brown. Chill it down for the caramel layer. Into your pan goes your sweetened condensed milk. The road of life is fraught with many challenges, and one of them is fiddly little tasks like trying to get all of this out of the can. How you face it will determine what kind of person you might become later. Or not, depending. Alright, brown sugar for our caramel layer. In with the sweetened condensed milk. Butter chopped up to melt easily. It's gonna join its friends in the pan. And I just noticed some mess on this that I've been working with. Slowly clean that off. Stirring time has begun. On a low heat, start to melt this stuff down, stirring constantly to help prevent scorching. I learned the hard way that low heat really is low heat. So patience is the name of the game with this caramel. In goes your miso paste, smooth that out. You're going to want to take this to 220 or thereabouts and pull that off the heat. If, like me, you happen to toast any of the milk solids a little too much, then a blender is your friend. Just try to leave most of them in the pan. With your totally not burnt miso caramel, spatula that out onto your shortbread layer.
There are a couple uses for an offset spatula, cake decorating, anything where you're smoothing things out. It's the one time you want to have an offset spatula. Just gets into these surfaces, just like that palette knife, you know, like you're spreading mortar between bricks. It's a good thing to have.
Spread this out into as nice of a layer as you can. Any high spots are going to make it a little more difficult to put the ganache on. He says, having learned the hard way. I'm using our earthy flavored Honduras Wampusirpi chocolate. Works well with savory flavors, especially in applications like this ganache. Heavy cream into the pan on a low heat. Just heat that up until slightly simmering. Add your chocolate in small pieces. Give it a swirl to cover. Let it sit for a minute to soften up the cocoa butter in the chocolate. Once a bit melty, come in with your spatula. Start homogenizing this. If you notice any splitting, add a little bit of cream. This was one way you can bring together a split ganache. Too hot cream, I believe, is what caused this. Chocolate is so pretty sometimes, and the contrast of this on top of the miso caramel is lovely. Spread that out as smooth as you can and grab your 10-year-old bag of flaked sea salt. Here's an excuse to use a little bit of it. Sprinkle some on top. This is gonna add nice little pockets of salty wow. Chill it down in the fridge or freezer for 20 minutes or so until ready to cut. Using your chef's knife, try to make this as pretty as you can.
Miso caramel, umami flavored Millionaire shortbreads with Honduras Wampusirpi chocolate, flaked sea salt, crumbly shortbread base. Pretty even layers, give or take. Very fun flavor. Very fun indeed. Enjoy.